biggest Monday Nitro in the history of pro wrestling. Goldberg in front of 39,919 to fight all the odds. In less than 1 year, this 31-year-old phenomenon became the heavyweight champion of the world. And make no mistake about it, as that capacity crowd jammed into the Georgia Dome, they worship their hero. Goldberg is the world champ, and we'll show you how it all happened tonight on Nitro. WCW Monday Nitro comes to you from the entertainment capital of the world, the city that never sleeps, the night of high rollers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas, and welcome to WCW Monday Nitro, as we're going to go into the ring with the gorgeous Nitro girls, looking very Las Vegas here, wouldn't you say there, Living Legend?
I'll bet on that.
I bet you would. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a week it has been. There is no denying that it has been the biggest week in the history of World and Championship Wrestling. When you start and you go back to the 6th of July and all the way here 1 week later, July 13th, after a remarkable run in the West Coast, including a phenomenal crowd last night in San Diego at Bash at the Beach. What a week it's been, and what a great 3-hour program we have for you. But we're enjoying the most beautiful women in cable TV, Mike, today.
Well, we certainly are, Tony. What a great way to kick off Nitro. The Nitro girls with a little Vegas performance. Larry, I wonder who choreographed this.
It's a special edition version here, all choreographed by AC Jazz, the little goddess.
AC, what does AC stand for?
All class.
AC Jazz, how about that? Living Legend with some inside information as we are, where do you get your information? As we're off and running this week on WCW Monday Nitro. A little extended dance, there's Fire, looking radiant as usual, and the Nitro girls are lighting up the center of the ring. Well, there's no question that as they light up the center of the ring here in Las Vegas, that Goldberg 1 week ago lit up the entire wrestling world. Ladies and gentlemen, this telecast originates from the MGM Grand and the Garden Arena, where over 15,000 fans are in attendance tonight. WCW Monday Nitro makes a return visit to Las Vegas and the Strip. Great to have you with us here tonight on WCW Monday Nitro, and we are sure during the next 3 hours we're going to talk a lot about what went down last night at Bash at the Beach. We're going to discuss in its entirety, in detail, what happened with Goldberg, and we're going to show you tonight how Goldberg became World Heavyweight Champion. Well, 1 week ago on this program, Goldberg wins the World Heavyweight Championship. And even the Living Legend himself donning the Goldberg t-shirt this week. What a moment it was for World Championship Wrestling. Now back on top, Living Legend.
I'll be right back.
Time to take his kudos.
Should have known better than to ask him the question first. But it was a big moment for WCW when Goldberg brought the belt back home.
The phenomenon that is Goldberg was nothing less than phenomenal last Monday at the Georgia Dome. Over 40,000 fans in attendance. A lot of claims made about TV ratings, Tony. Last week, Goldberg, Hogan, simply put, you can hear him chanting already, the most watched pro wrestling match in the history of cable television. Not only Goldberg, but also WCW back on top of the wrestling
They
world.
read the shirt. You know, Caligula, one of the 12 Caesars, said, "Let them hate me as long as they fear me." That will be the motto of Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the New World Order. But Goldberg has grabbed the gold ring in achievement. And now he's in for the ride of his life.
We are going to take you back to 1 week ago. Like we said at the top of the program, 39,919 on hand at the Georgia Dome. Goldberg had to first go through Scott Hall to get to Hollywood Hogan. Here's what went down, a historic night 1 week ago.
This match ain't gonna happen, brother. Just to show you that I'm a fair man, I'm gonna give you your chance to yell your stupid lungs out. I got a brother coming in a few minutes, an NWO black and white brother. He's gonna give Goldberg his first loss tonight, and you people can scream to the high heavens. There's a lightning bolt in the center of the ring, or Goldberg gets real lucky and gets by this NWO brother. Then, and only then, will I grace you in my presence in my wrestling boots and kill Goldberg Hollywood style. I am gonna kick Goldberg's butt.
Historic moments from 1 week ago. The biggest Nitro. Truly one of the most memorable nights ever. Goldberg becomes the world champ, living legend, wasting no time. We hear the music. That means that Hollywood Hogan's appearance is going to be evident here.
That means the former heavyweight champion of the world is going to come out and probably make some excuses.
But remember, without that world heavyweight title belt, Hollywood Hogan is a more dangerous individual than we've ever seen before.
Well, he's always dangerous being the leader of NWO Hollywood. And as you look at this capacity crowd here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Hogan goes down to Goldberg 1 week ago, but then last night at Bash at the Beach, in one of the most talked about, anticipated tag team bouts ever, Hogan and Dennis Rodman prevail thanks to typical NWO Hollywood maneuvering.
NWO at their worst, but remember they had a game plan and it involved that man, the Disciple.
Well, they all come out together here. Bischoff not as animated as usual here, Mike. Not showing all his pearly whites.
Maybe it has something to do with Hogan being the former heavyweight champion of the world. I can't wait to hear him discuss that situation.
I can wait.
No, we've been waiting for this. First time we've really had a chance to hear Hogan talk about it.
Tell the truth?
Of course he's not, but then when he doesn't have the belt, there's just so much he can tell us, right? Maybe not. Say what you want to, and we certainly as announcers have said it all about the black and the white NWO. But one fact is undeniable, they always have a plan.
Thank you all so very much. Hollywood wants me to let all of you know that he loves each and every one of you and is so glad to see you all here tonight. But I tried to talk to you earlier today. You didn't have much to say backstage, Hollywood. What's on your mind?
The propaganda is about to stop. Hollywood is sick of all the crap, Jack. After last night, when me and Rodzilla proved that the true colors of professional wrestling are black and white, that the true powers of professional wrestling are black and white, We stay true to our colors. We stay true to our NWOites. And Hollywood stays true to his family. Goldberg, your days are numbered. I'm on the trail, and I'm gonna prove to the whole world that you're a flash in the pan. Now, brothers, on the Hollywood NWO style family business. First off, Hollywood's got the family intact. And when you love somebody like I love the brothers in the NWO, sometimes love really hurts. To stay on track, to prove that we're the most powerful force in wrestling, the NWO Black and White, from this point on, will be bonded for an eternity. But with bonded with an eternity comes a couple little bumps in the road, which I'm gonna straighten out for you right now. First off, brothers, Hollywood is all eyes and all ears. And if it wasn't for you, Scott Hall, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in right now. If you didn't drop the ball, if you didn't let Goldberg mow you down, I would still have my belt. And oh yeah, brother, I've heard the crap, and I've heard your rap in the back. I've heard the rumors. I've heard the fact that you said Hollywood might not be the man, that maybe Scott Hall should start running the show. Well, tonight, it's gut check time for Black and White NWO. And I want to find out what you're made of and how loyal you are to the cause, brah. I'm calling you out tonight in the center of the ring. That's the first order of family business. You're mine.
Hey, yo. You questioning my loyalty to the Black and White? I did everything you told me to do. I whacked Nash with the belt like you told me to. I've done everything you said because honestly, I need the money. But if you want some of Scott Hall right here in Vegas in front of the whole world in Nitro, and by the way, Goldberg beat me, that's true. And then right after that, he took your belt.
Oh my.
Well, the fingers are pointing all directions.
So Hollywood, you want some of Scott Hall? Don't sing it, bring it.
You got it, brother. I guess we draw the line tonight. So wax up your pigtail, little Bo Peep, because I'm the big bad creep tonight. And you know something? What the hell are you laughing about, Bischoff? I'm not laughing. No, I'm not goofing out. You're snickering, man. You think it's a big joke. Well, you know something? I got a problem with this whole Goldberg thing around the horn. And you know something? That match should have never happened. So I want to find out where you're coming from, brother. And I'm going to put you in between me and the beloved one. You're going to be the referee tonight.
I can't be a referee. I don't know how to be a referee.
You're going to be the referee because you're going to call it Black and White right down the middle. Who rules and who drools?
Hey, E, when I get done with him, all you gotta be able to do is count 1, 2, 3.
Don't put me in the middle of this.
Look at the dissension. It's grown. The black and white New World Order. They're crumbling. Excuses, just like I said. They're all pointing the finger at each other.
They both have just put Eric Bischoff right squarely in the middle.
Brother, you got a choice to make tonight, and you're not going to have all these people around here to pull me off you. So you better go back and get ready, big man. And by the way, all these other problems that haven't been taken care of, there's a reason this man is with me. And you should watch how this brother handles serious business. And you, Mr. Bischoff, better take heed, because he's here for a reason.
Last Monday night in the Georgia Dome, that coward Diamond Dallas Page took a chair to the back of my head and left me with 47 stitches, and he didn't get the job done. In other words, because I'm still here. So tonight, like Hollywood said, we're gonna take care of the family business. So you coward Dallas Page, if you got any guts in your body at all, then you will meet me tonight in the ring so we can settle this thing once and for all. Because that little apocalypse, that little thing I gave you last night in San Diego was nothing compared to what I'm gonna do to you tonight, right here in Las Vegas.
Now that's a
And
gamble.
nobody else is gonna be there but just me and you. So if you got the guts, then get in the ring.
The way it goes, it's real simple. NWO Black and White rules. We're gonna find out who for life is tonight. I got a date with you, little sleazy.
Never before in the history since the formation of the New World Order, primarily NWO Hollywood, have we seen such a separation, such a vicious Hollywood Hogan. Bischoff's in the middle. He'll referee when Scott Hall meets Hollywood Hogan tonight. Puts the Disciple against Diamond Dallas Page. We understand. Still to come.
This portion of WCW Monday Nitro is brought to you by Valvoline, the #1 choice of America's top mechanics. People who know use Valvoline.
We're back in Las Vegas on Monday Nitro Live, and as we discussed throughout the opening segment of our program, last night a victory for Hollywood Hogan and Dennis Rodman in the much talked about main event. Let's go back to some of the sights. Hollywood Hogan and the Worm Dennis Rodman arrive. Of course, Diamond Dallas Page with Karl Malone showing the signs of the Diamond Cutter. Malone begins things. Karl Malone proved to us that he is one phenomenal athlete. As a matter of fact, he took on Hollywood Hogan a variety of great moves. Diamond Dallas Page, there you see, with almost like a chokehold on the Worm. But Hollywood Hogan, during the course of the night, really put it into high gear. Chokeholds, elbow drops. Hollywood Hogan had things going his way. As a matter of fact, he and Dennis Rodman were working great as a tag team. They kept Diamond Dallas at bay as Karl Malone was reaching in. Then later on, finally, DDP did make the tag to Karl Malone, and Malone comes back in like a house of fire, taking charge of the whole match. Had the fans literally on their feet. He's showing the fans the sign of the Diamond Cutter, and holding true to form, DDP puts it on Hollywood Hogan. But then when the referee's back was turned, the Apocalypse came in, or the Disciple came in, put the Apocalypse on, and thus Hollywood Hogan and the Worm Dennis Rodman, thanks to the Disciple, comes away with the win in the main event last night that had everyone around the world talking. Professor Mike?
Well, it certainly was quite an exciting evening at Bash at the Beach. The entire sports and entertainment world still talking about it today. I did 2 national radio talk shows alone this afternoon here from Las Vegas. And if you missed Bash at the Beach, or if you'd like like to see it again, the encore presentation is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be available on Viewer's Choice, the Dish Network, Action Pay-Per-View, as well as Direct Ticket. Contact your local cable operator or dish provider to order the encore presentation for Bash at the Beach.
The Barbarian against a member of the flock, Horace, in our first bout. Well, we needed to touch on that, but we also need to talk about what went down here as we all witnessed a few moments ago in the opening moments of this television program. Hollywood Hogan, and I said it, I think it's true, as vicious, as cutting as we've ever heard his words before, really called him out. Talking first to Scott Hall, then to Eric Bischoff. Scott Hall agreed to it, Bischoff very reluctant, put in the middle there, but Bischoff apparently is going to be the special referee tonight when Hollywood Hogan meets Scott Hall to try to, I guess, air out some dirty laundry, living legend.
Air out dirty laundry. He's just airing out all his frustrations. I mean, you know, Hogan points the finger at Scott Hall saying he couldn't stop Goldberg. Hall points the finger back and says, well, Goldberg came out here and beat you. And again, Bischoff caught in the middle. Again, he doesn't have the guts to say, you know, who he sticks up for, who is right. The dissension is growing and the black and the white New World Order is going down, just like the Barbarian.
Well, Horace used that stop sign, just waffled the Barbarian from behind. Tony, no question that Hollywood Hogan has turned up the intensity and viciousness a notch. There is division within the ranks of NWO Hollywood. The concern etched on the face of Eric Bischoff told the whole story, 2 count only.
Again, I mentioned at the beginning, Hollywood Hulk Hogan's reign of terror is going to make Caligula look like Mother Teresa.
Well, I think it's really apparent here as you see Horace put the Barbarian down and then go to the turnbuckle pads. It's very apparent as far as Hollywood Hogan is concerned. Here's a cover. It doesn't matter what you do, you just got to make sure that he
And duck! Hart didn't duck!
is still on top of things, because if you let your guard down and put him in jeopardy, that's when you're put on the outside of NWO Hollywood. How about that kick of fear? Right through the stop sign on the face of Horace. 1, 2, 3.
Everyone getting involved in this matchup. Jimmy Hart, flock members at ringside, and here comes the flock.
The flock, it's Riggs, it's Lodi, and it's Kidman all coming in to take care of the Barbarian, or at least attempt to.
They're not doing a very good job of it. Barbarian's throwing them all over the place. Again, here's a man that can go through a stop sign and still pass his driver's test.
Oh, but the strength in numbers just going to catch up to the Barbarian here.
Jimmy Hart frustrated. He wants to help him, but he knows he can't.
Jimmy Hart trying to hold him off, and look at this, Ming!
He can help him.
Ming has returned. How long has it been since we've seen this man? And look at him go!
We haven't seen him since February. He split as a tag team partner with the Barbarian, but how about this? He's here to help the Barbarian, and he just cleared the ring of the flock. Well, Lodi's going to be the last one to go.
Lodi better hold up a sign.
And look at Ming! Incredible flurry of... Oh, my goodness!
Oh, the monster is back!
Ming!
Meaner than ever!
Meaner than ever is true, and Jimmy Hart rejoicing in the return of Ming. Ming and the Barbarian, the last time we saw him, literally went one-on-one. Cologne, watch out!
He hasn't changed his attitude.
That's the Tongan death grip applied. We all thought he was here to help the Barbarian. That's not the case, obviously.
Get off the hip, Ming!
You hear the referee screaming, Ming, get off, but he won't let go. Trying to drive the Barbarian all the way through the mat with that lethal Tongan death grip. Ming like a man possessed.
Get off!
And the referee can do nothing.
Well, he can run.
Here's our Castro torture test of the week.
Well, even Jimmy Hart tried to stop Horace. I don't think he had much of an effect. Jimmy tries, but there's just no physical body there. And look at right there, Barbarian, nice suplex. Barbarian, big, tough guy. He can torture anybody. And watch this. Right through the stop sign.
The winner is the Barbarian, but the story beyond that, the shocking return of Ming to level everyone, including, the Barbarian with the Tongan death grip. Castrol GTX, motor oil that stands up to the most torturous conditions here on WCW Monday Nitro. Well, fans, as you look at Jimmy Hart and the winner of the Barbarian, we're going to take you back to Bash at the Beach one more time last night. It was a sellout crowd on hand at the Cox Arena, and it was Goldberg defending the title against the man you're looking at right there, Curt Hennig, coming out holding the t-shirt and smiling. But as always, no smiles on the face of the World Heavyweight Champion. But Hennig had a game plan. We talked about it. Working on the leg of Goldberg, keeping Goldberg down, really like no one else had done. As a matter of fact, he had him in that Hennig-plex, but it was Goldberg with the spear, and it was Goldberg with the jackhammer, and Goldberg prevails once again, the undefeated, unblemished heavyweight champion of the world. Let's take you to meet Gene Okerlund. Gene?
Tony, I thank you very much. We had 110 degrees here in Las Vegas today. A hot day and a hotter night across America on WCW Monday Nitro. On the subject of that Goldberg match, I want to bring out at this time the man who challenged him for the title unsuccessfully. Please welcome, along with Rick Rude, one Curt Hennig.
Now, I don't know if you can make much into it, Gene, but we brought up the point last night that Rude was not there in that all-important matchup, but here he is here tonight. And we saw him in the ring earlier when the NWO Black and White almost came literally apart, almost dissolved. Go ahead, Gene.
Gentlemen, I have known both of you virtually all of your adult lives when you were children, kids in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Robbinsdale High, Curt Hennig and Rick Rude. Very tight. All of a sudden, it's Team Hennig. It's you in this man's corner. Very successful. But Rick Rude, last night, perhaps the biggest match thus far of his career in this great organization. And where were you?
I was forced to be at home. Little Rick, Marissa, myself had to sit and watch in vain while Curt Hennig on a bad wheel faced Goldberg alone because somebody canceled my flight. Who might that have been? Goldberg.
Well, I know about the travel department, but I don't want to get into that. Curt Hennig, obviously a problem for you not having Rick Rude with you last night. It had to be disconcerting.
Let me tell you what it did do, Gene. It taught me something. Rick, whatever you were doing, I know you were taking care of business. That's fine. Goldberg, he canceled your reservation. We'll take care of that later. But let me tell you what we learned from last night. Last night at Bash at the Beach, Bill Goldberg, I found out the weakness of Bill Goldberg, and tonight I challenge Bill Goldberg because I know now, Rick, I'd appreciate one thing. Let me go out by myself tonight without you because I don't want Goldberg to go crying to all these fans saying, well, the only reason Curt Hennig beat me is because Rick Rude was at ringside.
Wait a minute. Curt, you're my best friend. Are you sure? I'm here tonight, and Goldberg ain't gonna do it. We can make sure that Goldberg will not walk out of here world champion. Are you sure you want to go it on your own?
I've been in the ring with him. I know where his weakness lies.
What is that weakness?
You'll find out after it's over. So I want the whole world to know that right now you are looking at the new WCW Heavyweight Champion.
That's premature. Listen to these fans. They don't agree with that at all.
I don't care what they want to agree with. I was in the ring with him, Rick. You know me. If I can win a fight on my own, I'm going to win it. Same goes for you. I appreciate it. Just so he doesn't have anything to cry about, leave me go alone with Goldberg tonight so I can honestly say and prove to everybody that I am the greatest athlete in the black and white. And Hogan, I'm doing one for you too.
All right, well, we'll have to see if that transpires. This man wants Goldberg again tonight here on Nitro. It could blow the roof off. Stay tuned. We're going to be back with more action live here on TNT.
We're back. We're live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. We're going to take you back to last night once again. What went down at the Cox Arena in San Diego at Bash at the Beach. Chris Jericho, top hat and all, came in thinking he had no opponent. But James J. Dillon, WCW's commissioner, came in and fooled him because here came Rey Mysterio Jr. First time we had seen Rey since the severe knee injury that sidelined him for so many months. And then, of course, Chris Jericho went to work on that once injured knee, trying to take Rey Mysterio out once and for all. It proved unsuccessful. Rey Mysterio Jr. was up to the task. Jericho had him in the clutches, had him in that lion tamer of his, but Jericho, as he had him in there, here comes Dean Malenko. That enables Rey Mysterio Jr. to win the WCW Cruiserweight belt. With that in mind, we take you once again to our own Mean Gene Okerlund.
Tony, I hope you noticed I've got full access to the building here tonight.
You don't need that.
No, it makes you happy. I know it.
Everybody knows you.
All right, standing by with me, the chairman of the WCW Executive Committee. Not only is Bill Goldberg the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the world, but J.J. Dillon, last night in one that brought the house down in San Diego, Rey Mysterio Jr., upended Chris Jericho. He's the new WCW Cruiserweight champ.
That's right. We finally got a Cruiserweight champion we can be proud of.
Let's bring him out. Welcome, Las Vegas, Rey Mysterio Jr.
Oh, what a homecoming it was, too, last night in San Diego at Bash at the Beach, when Rey Mysterio Jr. in his own backyard defeated Chris Jericho to once again become Cruiserweight champion. The king of all loopholes was actually won up by J.J. Dillon and the WCW Executive Committee.
You know, I want to pay a compliment to you, Rey Mysterio. Pound for pound, you are the most fantastic package that I have seen of this great sport of professional wrestling. And what a surprise to your opponent last night, Chris Jericho, when all of a sudden you showed up. Everybody knows you had reconstructive knees. Wait a minute, just wait, hold on. Mr. Jericho, not again.
With all due respect, before this celebration gets completely out of control, you know, I hate to rain on the parade of the so-called new champion here, but Junior, put on your slicker, because there's going to be a downpour. You know, since I'm in the city that never sleeps, last night I decided not to sleep. I stayed up and I did a little bit of reading. I read the WCW rule book. And Mr. Dillon, do you know what it says on page 257 of said WCW rule book? Do you know?
I don't know that particular page off the top of my head. I mean, I understand the rule book.
You know where I'm going with this. On page 257, it says, for the safety of the athletes involved, in the event of a wrestler being suspended, he must not be present at the event from which he was suspended. And if he is present and affects the outcome of said match, the decision of the aforementioned match is null and void. Now, Mr. Dillon, do you know what it means, null and void? Do you know what null and void means?
Of course he does. Don't insult him.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah, it means that basically the decision doesn't stand is what it means.
So if it doesn't stand, that means the match actually never took place?
Are you aware of this ruling in the book?
Well, he's correct in what he's saying. And I guess technically the decision doesn't stand. It's as if the match never took place.
So if the match never took place, then whoever was the said champion before that match took place would still be the champion. Am I correct? Right or wrong?
Yeah, you are correct.
So, Mr. Dillon, who was the champion before that match took place? Who was it?
You were the champion going into the match. Yes, that's correct.
Another locker room lawyer makes out here tonight, JJ. What's the story?
This can't be happening.
What's your posture?
He's technically correct. I can't take exception to what he's saying.
Well, technically correct. Is he correct? Does that belt belong to him or not?
Well, yes. I guess he. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so if I'm still the champ, then JoJo Dillon, you tell this little punk, you tell Ron Mysterio Jr. to give me my belt back. Give it back there, Junior.
Oh, no.
All right, this is going to be a very tough thing for us to eyewitness here, Tony. The fact that Rey Mysterio Jr. is going to have to cough up the WCW Cruiserweight title.
This is scraping about as low as you can get.
Really, this is a very low blow.
Come on, Ron. Give the belt back to
Rey,
Daddy. Give
Rey.
the belt back to Daddy. Come on there, baby.
Okay, it is Rey Mysterio. Rey, I hate to say it, but as tough as this may seem, that belt has got to go back to Chris Jericho. Why don't you just hand it to J.J. Dillon? Maybe that'll ease the blow just a little bit. Yeah. He wants the belt. Yes, he wants the belt back, and apparently on a technicality. Whoa, 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 whoa.
We got a third party, Gene.
What's going on here? No, Dean Malenko on the scene. But we saw what happened last night.
Please, Dean, don't make this any worse than it already is.
You're not gonna get away with this, Jericho, I promise.
But I did, Stinko Malenko, I did. And I'll tell you what, since you think you're so bad, and since Ron Mysterio thinks he's so bad, I'm a fair man. JoJo knows I'm fair. If you guys both want a shot at the old Beltsky, why don't you face you tonight, and whoever wins will be the #1 contender, which means they get a shot at this belt. Now, later on tonight, so when you guys are chewing over this fact, I'll be back in the dressing room polishing.
What do you think, Ray?
My belt.
Just to get it back, I'll do it.
What about it, Dean?
I'll do it.
All right, I think that is made. It's okay with you, JJ?
I guess we have a match, but this stinks.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I'm certain the other members of our team do too.
All right, Gene.
Well, you know, you can't just blame Jericho for reading the rule book. Lawyers ruin the world.
You're not kidding. Fans still to come tonight. Goldberg defends the world title against Kurt Hennig and a whole lot more. We're back in Las Vegas on Monday Nitro. In 2 weeks, Nitro comes to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Tickets available at the box office and all Ticketmaster locations. Then on Monday, August 3rd, we are going to have Nitro back in Denver at the Denver Coliseum. Tickets at all Ticketmaster locations. And then on Monday, August 10th, Nitro for the first time comes to the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center in Rapid City, South Dakota. Tickets available at the box office. Albertsons at 855 Omaha Street. And all usual locations for tickets for Rapid City, South Dakota at the Rushmore Plaza Monday, August 10th. All right, fans, let's take a look at our Nitro Party winner from this week. He is from San Diego, California, Mira Mesa High School. It's Andrew Lang from San Diego. Here's his winning video.
We are live here in the San Diego backyard for this WCW Monday Nitro Party.
That's good.
Thank you for watching my WCW Monday Nitro Party.
Well, our fans at San Diego and all across the world are going to be thrilled about Goldberg tonight, defending his world title in a return bout against Kurt Hennig. It's all here live tonight on this program, Larry.
Well, you know, we heard Hennig talk about how he's discovered the weakness of Goldberg, but the biggest fool of all is the man that fools himself. And Hennig, you beat Goldberg, I'll give you the shirt off my back.
In addition, it's going to be Hollywood Hogan and Scott Hall, both members of NWO Hollywood, black and white. They'll go one-on-one. Eric Bischoff, special referee. That's all here tonight.
Eric Bischoff put right in the middle of a very sticky situation. It's obviously NWO black and white divided.
All right, let's take a look at some happier times, I would dare say, for NWO Hollywood. We're going to take you back to the month of June. We're going to take you back to Nitro. It was at the Nassau Coliseum. It was the cage match, you remember. The Macho Man Randy Savage involved in this cage match against Diamond Dallas Page. And unexpectedly, the cage raised. And then out came members of NWO Hollywood. And their target was Macho Man Randy Savage in the leg. Remember this shot by Hollywood Hogan? Eric Bischoff with that kick on the leg of Randy Savage. He has to have major knee surgery because of that. Randy Savage, obviously in the thoughts of many fans, one of the premier members of NWO Wolfpack.
Well, one thing is always for certain. The NWO black and white of Hollywood Hogan always have a game plan. And that time it was to, well, decimate the ranks of the NWO Wolfpack by taking out the Macho Man Randy Savage. And they were certainly successful 4 weeks ago on Nitro.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan comes out in the next bout. And fans, what a blockbuster of a program we have lined up for you here tonight. We mentioned earlier, and you heard the interview by Kurt Hennig and Rick Rude, they want Goldberg, they got Goldberg. Tonight on this program, Goldberg makes another title defense. It's his second in 2 days. He'll face Kurt Hennig for the world title right here live. Also, Hollywood Hogan faces Scott Hall, and Eric Bischoff, stuck right in the middle, will be the special referee. That is all here tonight. And then Jericho tells Malenko and Rey Mysterio to get it on, as the belt that Rey Mysterio won last night taken away, given back to Jericho.
Well, Mr. Loophole will use any technicality in the book, but he obviously, I think he has a pretty good point, guys. I mean, it's right there in the rule book, and there's no question. The suspended Dean Malenko did make an appearance last night at Bash at the Beach, and the championship belt has been turned back over to Jericho by the executive committee. What a clothesline by Duggan. Rick Fuller, big Rick Fuller, 6'6", 300+ pounds, up and over the top rope down to the floor.
Well, Hacksaw's in the ring with a man his size right now. We got two big, strong men, and you know the Brontosaurus was the biggest of all dinosaurs. Had the brain the size of a pea. Just think of that when I see Hacksaw.
Well, one thing we know about Hacksaw Duggan, he is always at his best when he's physically challenged, and this is quite a challenge by big Rick Fuller. Not often that Duggan goes into a match where he's facing an opponent that's not only taller, but equal in size, or possibly even weighs a couple of more pounds. Big scoop and a slam by Fuller.
Rick Fuller's going to go up to the middle turnbuckle, and he's going to measure and miss Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Also another challenge made tonight. The Disciples challenge Diamond Dallas Page. He wants to go after DDP one-on-one, and I would venture to say, after what we've seen, what went down last night at Bash at the Beach, that DDP wants the Disciple every much a bit.
Spit it out, Tom, spit it out. You know, the Disciple, he's just jumping the gun, trying to make it look like he's not afraid of Diamond Dallas Page. He knows DDP owes him one. Diamond Dallas is after the Disciple. It's going to be a good one. Hacksaw just ran over Fuller.
Going to be a chance for payback. There's the Old Glory, the knee drop, the cover, and the 3 count.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan gets your win as the fans here, 15,000 strong. Stand and wait. Goldberg's in the house. Later on tonight, will defend against Curt Hennig live here on Nitro. What a grand night it's become, if I can use that term, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. As hour number 2 gets on the way, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight. Signed during the course of the first hour, world champion, undefeated, unblemished, unstoppable Goldberg will defend against Curt Hennig of NWO Hollywood. Speaking of NWO Hollywood, it will be Hollywood Hogan and Scott Hall having their problems. They will go one-on-one later in this program, and they will have Eric Bischoff, the special referee. The Disciple comes out in an interview, makes a challenge to Diamond Dallas Page. Rey Mysterio Jr., Dean Malenko. They want to get it on to see the #1 contender. What a program it's going to be. Problems within NWO Hollywood living legend, but really, Goldberg is still the man. We are going to see him here tonight.
You know, watching Hollywood Hulk Hogan come out here crying the blues, Scott Hall pointing fingers back and forth, Bischoff being caught in the middle, that made me happier than winning the $3,500 playing blackjack. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, fans, it was an emotional night last week on many fronts. We talked about Goldberg's historic win, becoming world champ, but also we saw the return of Buff Bagwell to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta.
From a historic standpoint, we'll always remember last Monday's Nitro for Goldberg's championship win. But there's no way that you can forget that touching interview from Buff Bagwell, as well as the heartfelt response from that hometown Georgia Dome crowd.
It all started with a limousine arrival. Let's take you to the footage. Buff Bagwell returns back after a severe neck injury. It's Buff Bagwell.
Back him up around there.
Buff Bagwell has returned here in his own hometown. It's been a long, long time since we've seen him. And I tell you, he may be NWO, but it's great to see him after what he's gone through.
Well, Scott Steiner last week came out, and he wanted to bring me out as his co-star. You know, since this injury, Gene, I tell you, I've had a second look at life. As you can see, I'm not doing too good right now, but just to be able to bring a fork to my mouth is something I cannot believe I can do. Because the feeling I had in that ring, I was never going to be able to move again from the neck down. So Scotty's got to go on with his life, and I got to go on with mine. And it starts with coming out in Atlanta and telling everybody out here how much Buff Daddy loves them.
What about this great lady who right now has her right hand on your shoulder? I know Mark, that your mother, Judy, has been, along with all of your family members, by your side through this entire ordeal.
You know what, Gene? If I had the entire 3 hours of this Nitro tonight to tell you what this lady behind me means to me, we would run over and cost Ted Turner millions of dollars. There's no way I could ever explain to everybody out there how much I love this lady behind me, Judy Bagwell. There's one more thing I want to say, Gene, and it's something you may have heard before, but I'm buff and I'm still the stuff.
And I think you can tell by the response here in Las Vegas tonight, as it has been all across America since we talked to Marcus Bagwell 1 week ago, very, very much in favor of seeing him back, even though he's not in action. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Buff Bagwell. Tony, he is being escorted out here tonight by Dr. Michael Sapella. Good to see you again, Doctor, and I know that you have been on top of this man's health situation and his rehabilitation.
Yes, sir. He's doing very well.
Very good. Marcus, wherever I go this past week, whether it's in airports, as I'm going down a concourse, in a hotel lobby, in a restaurant, wherever I go, people are asking me about you, how you're doing. But more important, I guess, the fact that you're here is saying something, but for my own interest, what about you and the NWO Black and White? Where do you stand right now? Is it black and white? Is it red and black? Is it WCW? Where do you stand?
Well, you know what, Gene? It's hard to sit at home and watch Nitro every week. A lot's happened since I've been hurt. I sit at home and I look at what's happening, and there's NWO red and black, there's NWO, it's just so confusing to me that the people have wrote me, they ask me each week, and I tell you what, there's just something I've got to do to get my mind straight. Like I said last week, Scotty Steiner's got to go on with his life, and Buff Bagwell's got to go on with his. And where it starts for Buff Bagwell is rehabilitation. And then after that, where it starts is I've got to face the man that did this to me, Rick Steiner, because I'm having a hard time getting something off my chest.
All right, go ahead.
Well, Gene, I tell you, the problem is my entire life, I wreck a motorcycle, I get right back on it. I fall off a horse, I get right back on it. For some reason, I'm having a hard time getting back in the saddle this time. So I know Rick Steiner's in the building, and I want to bring him out right now. I got something to say.
You want Rick Steiner to come out? Well, if somebody backstage certainly can point him in this direction, we would like to have Rick Steiner, and maybe this is what you need. I know the psychological scars, in addition, here he is.
Haven't seen him in a long time.
To the physical part of it all, has got to be bothering you. Rick Steiner, obviously, Marcus Bagwell has asked for an audience with you, and he said he's got to get something off his chest.
You know what, Rick, when this happened to me, I had a lot of fan people, a lot of fans.
Hey, whoa.
You know something? The one thing I hate more than a couple cowards is a couple cripples. So the best thing for you to do, Hound Dog, is to stay back unless you want another leg broken. Now, hold on, brother. You don't need to do nothing except what I tell you. Now, when you joined the NWO, this black and white thing was for life, brother. When you joined the black and white NWO, I taught you how to be a man, so why don't you start acting like one? Wait a minute, little Buffy. All the babyface crap that I've been hearing out here, instead of Buff Bagwell, maybe it should be Cream Puff Bagwell. And by the way, I'm tired of looking at you, and you make me sick.
Hey, no! Oh my God! What in the world? How could you possibly get him out of here? Security, Dillinger. What kind of a? That is the most disgraceful, disgusting piece of human garbage on the face of this earth. Tony, I'm beside myself.
Get out of there, Gene. Fans, this is beyond description. What would motivate a man to be this vicious, to be as low as Hollywood Hogan? I have no earthly idea. We're going to try to restore some order. We'll be back. Oh, God. We're back on Monday Nitro. Going to take you back to San Diego once again for Bash at the Beach last night. And what a television title bout it was. Bret the Hitman Hart getting his shot at the title held by the one and only Booker T. Once again, a match, everything we thought it would be, a very brutal matchup. Bret Hart, the master, using everything he can, but it came down to a series of kicks. Booker T, that spin wheel kick, that Harlem side kick that he uses, that axe kick, and of course, from the top rope, his missile drop kick. But it took Bret Hart wielding a chair, causing a disqualification to end the match. Booker T holds on to the belt, but that was not the story. After the disqualification, Bret Hart puts the legs around the ring post, puts on a figure 4 leg lock. Stevie Ray calmly strolls out and helps his brother back. Well, obviously Booker T is injured. We are not sure about the severity of the injuries. He is still the World Television Champion, but there was no question, Professor Mike, last night, it was a case of one Bret Hart trying to end a great champion's career.
Well, Tony, I can update us on the Booker T injury situation because right before we went on the air, I spoke with Dr. Michael Sapella, the physician that we just saw out here earlier, along with Buff Bagwell. And I can tell you that Booker T suffered a torn meniscus, a second-degree tear of the medial collateral ligament. He's going to undergo scope knee surgery in Atlanta later this week. Looks like he's going to be out anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks.
Well, that's good when they have arthroscopic surgery compared to major reconstructive surgery. That's the difference between 4 to 6 weeks and about 6 months.
Yeah, but overall, it's not good at all because those injuries add up over the years. Booker T, phenomenal athlete that he is. He was only hurt because the man right there, Bret Hart, who claims he's the best there ever was and ever will be, couldn't beat Booker T and took the low road and tried to take him out of wrestling.
But the whole story to me at Bash at the Beach in that matchup was the lack of concern from brother Stevie Ray. The way that he just nonchalantly came out to ringside, his brother obviously in serious pain and injured. He walked right by Bret the Hitman Hart, didn't exchange any words, no physical exchange between the two at all. Very strange situation.
Well, it not only came down to how calmly he strolled out and ignored Bret Hart, the fact that we knew that Stevie Ray was in the building. He had a match prior to that matchup, and he came out really after the fact. He came out when it was all said and done, when the injury had gone down. I don't know if he was in the shower, I don't know where he was, but he certainly took his good old time getting out there. Now it's Fit Finlay and Bret the Hitman Hart one-on-one here. Still to come, the excitement builds, the momentum builds. The announcement made, of course, here tonight, and the fans here in Las Vegas now clued into the fact that it will be Goldberg defending his World Heavyweight Championship and putting that streak of undefeated on the line against Curt Hennig. And Hollywood Hogan will face Scott Hall with Eric Bischoff, special referee, all here tonight. The Disciple has made a challenge to Diamond Dallas Page. Rey Mysterio Jr. is going to meet Dean Malenko with the #1 contendership for the Cruiserweight title on the line. And if I just want to say one more thing before we get into this match, Hollywood Hogan has shown me a new low. Hollywood Hogan has become a man possessed. Is the loss of the world title motivating him? Well, one would think so, but he is completely alienating everybody.
Well, you know what the story... Couldn't hold him down. You know, Hollywood Hulk Hogan used the heavyweight championship of the world as a shield, as a disguise, to brag about his greatness, his pseudo-iconhood. Now, he has no cover to hide behind. Hollywood Hogan's egotistical idiocy is now naked to the world.
Meanwhile, Fit Finlay having his way with Bret the Hitman Hart, and not many men have been able to claim that. Fit Finlay going down low off the apron of the ring, bringing Bret Hart down with him. One thing you can say about Fit Finlay, he is not intimidated by any prior records or any accolades that Bret Hart may have. For Fit Finlay, oh boy, Bret Hart low blow that time. And that turned the tables on Fit Finlay here, Mike.
No, the word intimidation is not in the vocabulary of Fit Finlay, the former world's TV champion. Quite a physical battle so far with Bret Hart. We talked about Hogan turning up that viciousness a notch, or, wow, after that Buff Bagwell incident. You're right, Tony, and absolutely an all-new low for Monday Nitro, but it looks like a bit of a vicious streak has emerged in the Hitman, Bret Hart, as well. Oh.
Well, obviously, as the backbreaker is executed to perfection, I might add, obviously a lot of things transpire here on WCW Monday Nitro that we need to report on and show you on our programs on TBS, on Thunder, and on WCW Saturday Night. But I certainly hope that as TV production personnel, producers, that we never see that again. Hogan pushing Buff Bagwell's wheelchair over. That's disgusting. That is distasteful, disgraceful, and I don't want to ever have to witness that again. Here's a pickup now by Finlay.
Well, don't witness it again, but let that be a lesson to you of how low he will go. Let that be a lesson to Goldberg on how the NWO Black and White will go after the new champion. That is his true colors.
Great point. Take note, Goldberg. Tonight, the title defense against Curt Hennig, and you know that Hollywood Hogan is going to be in the ear of Curt Hennig prior to that matchup as well.
With force, Bret the Hitman Hart drives in the shoulder blocks to the midsection of Fit Finlay. And here's the Irish whip now. Here's the punt into the corner.
Right in.
And got bludgeoned by the bottom of the foot. Oh my goodness.
Wow, what a short arm clothesline.
Cover does Fit Finlay. Fit Finlay is so tough. So physical.
Yeah, he loves to fight, Finlay. I mean, he lives for it. Oh, and he got it.
Bret Hart, atomic drop. Bret Hart runs him over with a running lariat.
Trying to get that, made it to the ropes.
Well, he's trying to get that sharpshooter is what he's trying to do, Larry.
Well, I knew that, but he didn't get it.
Was great strategy by Finlay, but just momentarily.
Now he's got him.
Brought him back. He's got him hooked.
He's sitting.
He taps out, match is over. Like so many other of the great moves in our sport, once he has it on you, once he has that sharpshooter on, it's only a matter of seconds before the opponent taps out. Tonight, on this television program live, Goldberg, the world champ, is here, defending against Curt Hennig and a whole lot more. Stay right where you are. Welcome back, fans, to WCW Monday Nitro. I want to remind you that Thunder comes your way this Thursday from Oakland, California at the Oakland Arena. Tickets available at the box office and Bass Ticket Outlets. This is Thursday, July 16th. Thunder comes to Casper, Wyoming, the Event Center, Wednesday, August 5th. Tickets available at the Casper Event Center box office and all usual ticket locations. And on Thursday, August 13th, Thunder on TBS originates from the Fargo Dome. Back in Fargo, North Dakota. Tickets available at the Fargo Dome box office. Sunmark, Discontent, Dayton's, and the NDSU Memorial Union. That's a look at Thunder coming your way. But fans, Nitro is a phenomenon that has swept the nation, swept the world. And it's sponsored by Mug Root Beer. The foam grows right to your brain. Send your Nitro Party tapes to the address you see on your screen, Living Legend, and that is 1 CNN Center, P.O. Box 60, Atlanta, 30303. I know, along with the Nitro girls, we love to see those Nitro Party tapes. Now, don't.
I think that's the address I get my checks from.
It might be. We continue with action.
And they never bounce.
Thank goodness. We continue with the great action, and tonight, before your very eyes, in one of the biggest nights that Las Vegas has ever seen. Biggest nights ever. Okay? It's not David Cassidy and FX.
Hey, baby.
This is not Siegfried Roy. This is Monday Nitro, and this is Goldberg tonight against Curt Hennig for the world title. Right here in the MGM Grand, in the Garden Arena. You're going to see it live.
Yeah, we're also talking about the possible disintegration of the entire Black and White New World Order. The Wolfpack, in terms of the NWO, may reign supreme after we get done tonight.
Would you hold the phone for a second? Would you look at what we have here?
Well, Stevie Ray has a championship belt. Was that the world's TV title?
I'm assuming that's what it is. It certainly looks like the world television belt. To be honest with you, I
didn't get a close-up look at it.
We didn't get a close look at it, but how in the world did he get a belt? And what is this all about? Now he's in the ring, and as we await the arrival of his opponent, it's another return for another remarkable athlete who is bouncing back from knee surgery. Rick Martel returns to action. And you know, Mike, as well as anyone, when Martel went down to the knee injury, recently, he was very close, one of the top contenders for the World Television title.
He was really making an impact in World Championship Wrestling, Tony. Think back to last February in the Super Brawl pay-per-view event. He had a matchup against Booker T. He injured his knee in that matchup against, of all people, the brother of Stevie Ray. And Rick Martel has been sidelined for the better part of the past 4.5, 5 months. Had his medial collateral ligament completely reconstructed in surgery. You see he's still wearing a brace on that knee. He's been given the approval by the WCW officials and physicians and set to go for his return to the ring. I guess that is the world's TV title.
Well, Mickey J is talking to him about this, and I don't know what it's all about. I have fans, I'm completely stunned at what we're seeing here. A big discussion going on right now. Stevie Ray reluctant to even hand the belt ringside to David Penzer, usually holds the belts.
He may never get it back if he hands it to somebody.
He hasn't won a title, fans, and that very well may be the World Television title. Maybe we can get a closer look at it here in just a few moments.
It looks like it to me. I wore it for a while, and it looks like it is, but I can't see from here.
All right, nevertheless, Stevie Ray and Rick Martel collide here on WCW Monday Nitro. You can imagine what's going on right now in the camp of NWO Hollywood. The alienation, alienating Scott Hall. In many ways, turning on Eric Bischoff. If nothing else, Bischoff too choked up to speak, and that's a once-in-a-lifetime thing to have that happen to Bischoff. And then what he did to Buff Bagwell. Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, whatever you want to say about the man, he has been a phenomenal athlete, a great champion, but he has sunk to a new low. He is as vicious as he's ever been in his career right now tonight.
And he's grabbing at straws. I think he's got one man he could trust, the Disciple. Everybody else, to me, looks like they're just ready to stab each other in the back. I mean, Hennig and Rude, they're almost a separate unit within themselves. You know, Scott Hall, but we just find out exactly what they feel about each other there. Bischoff, I think he's going to go with the politics. He should be running for president. He's so slippery.
I've never seen so much blame being placed, so much finger pointing among the NWO members, and it looks like Bischoff is going to be squarely in the middle of it. He's going to be the third man, the referee, for Hollywood Hogan and Scott Hall later this evening.
Yeah, look at Martel's already grabbing that knee. I mean, I've seen guys come and go. Martel's been around a while, but everybody has their day in court.
We are told we have to take a commercial break. The tape machines are rolling as always. Should the match end during the break, we'll show you what happened on instant replay. If not, back live with this match on Nitro from Vegas. We're back, and you're looking live as the match continues here on TNT. It's Stevie Ray and Rick Martel in a very physical matchup. Martel's first match back after reconstructive knee surgery of his own. And watch out, the big man sent over, sunset flip. Mickey J down, only make a 2 count.
Could have been a pretty good test for the knee right there. He had all of his strength pushing to get the larger opponent, Stevie Ray, over. Martel to his feet and using that injured leg previously. The injured knee looks like he may be back near 100%.
Well, Martel knows what he's doing. He shouldn't make too many mistakes. I mean, he's gonna take too close.
Got a 2 count.
Too close to the ropes. Martel knew it. Didn't have enough weight on the shoulders anyway. But again, right back to control. Smooth character in there. But again, is he 100%? And Stevie Ray, big, strong guy who's not been very happy lately. Not happy with his brother. Says he isn't jealous. He just wants to bring him back home. As Stevie Ray says, he thinks his brother is hanging out with the man, and he don't like it.
Well, fans, want to let you know as we draw closer now to Goldberg and Hennig, you can better believe back somewhere in the locker room area, the World Heavyweight Champion is going to be headbutting a locker or two, right?
Yeah, notify the officials here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. They may be replacing a locker backstage tonight.
He gets prepared like never before, does Goldberg, and he'll prepare to do battle tonight against Curt Hennig for the world title live on this program. Meanwhile, you see Martel focusing on the arm of Stevie Ray. Surprised with this? Usually the big man like that try to work on a leg, Larry.
Well, but again, you got to go with your opponent and where you are in body position. Martel's got the arm. It's a good place to keep your weight over Stevie Ray. Sometimes when you grab a man's leg, his arms are free, and Martel doesn't want Stevie Ray's arms free to grab him.
Stevie Ray back up, and now sending Martel to the far side, who ducked a lariat attempt, who runs right into Stevie Ray.
Yeah, that's a mistake right there.
Oh, it's a critical error.
Stevie Ray with Martel down. Little indecisiveness that time, maybe so. Walked to the turnbuckle, thought better of it, then missed an elbow drop.
Yeah, in the moment of indecision, looks like it's going to backfire on Big Stevie Ray. Nice back body drop by Martel.
Martel hits him with a back elbow and makes the cover here. We've got a 2 and that's all.
Yeah, the moment of indecision seems like it lasts for hours sometimes.
That time it may have. Into the corner. Stevie Ray hits him hard. How about that kick? Booker T, usually the prolific one with the kicks. But this time his brother Stevie Ray using the feet to his advantage. Pick up. Now forget about it. Martel slipped, picks him up, in a belly to back.
Picked him up, dumped him nice. Not quite a big enough arc. He should have had to get some snap. But again, could be because Martel's knee is not 100%. That's what hard.
Martel going for that Boston Crab of his patented move. Bret Hart, rings the bell of Martel. I don't think the referee saw it. He was looking down.
Well, he had to hear it.
Obviously, the sound brought Mickey J back up, but Bret Hart was too quick.
I don't even think Stevie Ray has any idea of what just went on.
Well, it may be all academic after this. The slapjack put on, and this one's over.
I don't even think Martel knew he got slapjack.
No, the last thing Martel remembers is he had the Boston Crab on, and then a chair waffled him in the head. Well, Bret Hart again comes out, wedges his way into a matchup, and Mickey J questioning here Stevie Ray about what went down. The referee didn't know. I'm not so sure Stevie Ray knew what happened as well. Here's
well, take another look. Yeah, Rick Martel's head was down and got nailed. Actually, for Boston Crab, should have had his neck bridging back up, but I think Stevie Ray kept them legs so straightened out. Martel didn't have the power to bend him. Stevie Ray came right back here and just flattened an already out cold Rick Martel.
So your winner with help from Bret Hart is Stevie Ray. What's the story of the belt? Maybe Mean Gene can find out, Gene.
Just a second, Stevie Ray. First of all, what's the deal with you and Bret Hart?
You know, there's no deal. The deal is my brother is in a hospital recovering from an injury that he received last night.
Well, what are you doing with the World Television title?
Because my brother gave me power of attorney to defend this belt against anybody. Yeah, that's right.
Wait a minute, are you saying you're the World Television title holder?
Do I have the belt?
You have the belt, but I don't know if you've got, well...
And I'm gonna defend this belt against any and all comers, just like that Johnny Come Lately that just ran out here tonight and got slapjacked.
Are you telling me that your brother gave you the power of attorney, he signed it over to you, and all of a sudden you become the World Television champion?
I have documents. I have his attorney.
Mind if I see him?
Look, brother, I might have him next week. Tonight I was trying to get the flight to get here to defend this belt, defend this glorious TV title that my brother is so proud of, and defend it against the best and top talent that WCW has to offer.
Thank you very much, Stevie Ray. Something does not smell right to me.
It's your pleasure.
Regarding this World Television. Please, we are out of time. It's Nitro, we're in Las Vegas, and we're going to be back on TNT. Don't go away. Things are heating up.
Do I got to declare my winnings out here?
Yes.
Darn it.
We're back. Great crowd on hand. Good to have you with us tonight. Goldberg and Hennig for the world title. Hollywood Hogan and Scott Hall. One-on-one. Eric Bischoff, special referee. That's all tonight. We take you back to last night. Bash at the Beach. One more time we go. It was Disco Inferno against Konnan. And then the Dancing Fools together come out, Disco Inferno and Alex Wright, and try to show up Konnan and NWO Wolfpack. Here came the Wolfpack, and they were in the house, and they were unified. And I tell you, it was a good matchup, but as the match continued in the ring, one time Konnan was thrown on the outside. Alex Wright was on the attack. That sent Lex Luger over to put Wright in the torture rack. Referee had his back turned looking at Alex Wright and Lex Luger, and inside, Big Sexy with the jackknife on the Disco Inferno, giving Konnan and NWO Wolfpack the big win last night. Now compare that now to the dissension and the problems NWO Hollywood are having. It's night and day, Mike, today.
Absolutely, Tony. You compare the factions of the New World Order, and as we've witnessed earlier this evening, it is obvious that the NWO Black and White of Hollywood Hogan and Company is an organization that is totally divided. Meanwhile, at the same time, we saw Wolfpack members at ringside supporting Konnan. It was Kevin Nash and the Total Package Lex Luger. And there's no question that's a united force. And here's that music. Is that you that just howled, Bobby Heenan?
Bobby Heenan has joined us. Go ahead and howl for us there, Brain.
Oh, I howl on command.
Bobby the Brain Heenan has joined us at our halfway mark here in this exciting, electric turn of events that has become Nitro. Wolfpack coming out, and they are together.
You know, the Black and White, I think, has always been divided. When you think that Hogan's only cared about himself, and the other people are really all for themselves.
And look who's here to support K-Dog.
Here's K-Dog and Stinger.
The Stinger out with K-Dog. As Konnan will face Barry Darsow here in this one-on-one matchup. Brain, I'm sure a lot of talk in the locker room area has centered on the fact that Hennig came out, made a bold statement, challenged the world champ, Goldberg. That match has officially been signed. They will go at it later on tonight. And what about how Hogan has been here tonight?
Yo, let me speak on this.
All right, we'll get back to it in a minute.
Órale! Arriba la raza!
It's obvious that Las Vegas is bounty, and
well, Hogan comes out, as we were talking about before this match gets underway, challenges Scott Hall. Scott Hall obviously accepts. Questions Eric Bischoff. I never thought I would see that about his loyalty. Puts Eric Bischoff right in the middle. He'll be the special referee tonight. And then comes out and attacks Buff Bagwell. How low can you go?
Well, like you said, everybody in the back is disgusting. I've never seen so many people talking about what Hogan did to Bagwell. I mean, there's utter disgust back there for that man. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, we'll certainly, that'll be addressed again and again, but the fact remains that Hogan is nothing less than on a rampage here tonight, and a combination of things. Obviously, his loss to Goldberg a week ago did not sit well. You know, we have seen dissension within the NWO when they've had problems before, but nothing ever to this magnitude, Mike.
I think we have to draw a direct correlation to last Monday night and Hogan losing the World's Heavyweight Championship to this incredibly vicious streak that he's brought with him to Nitro this evening.
Well, like I said last week, I said if this man Hogan should lose the title, he'll be more dangerous than ever. And you've seen it in just 1 week what's happened. The way the man is dictating rules, and he's really running amok. I think he's beside himself. He doesn't know what direction he's going. He's going in circles, and he's running over everybody in front of him.
More dangerous than ever is a great point. We've seen it come to light here tonight. Barry Darsow and Konnan. There is no question the fan support that NWO Wolfpack has garnered. And K-Dog with a rolling lariat. Snapmare takeover. Over the top. Seated front kick.
Wow.
Konnan sending Darsow in. Look at the agility by K-Dog. Back kick in the gut. Face first. Pancaked him down. And that's going to set him up for that Tequila Sunrise submission. Hooking the leg. It's over.
Oh, he quickly tapped out. Smart move by Barry Darsow. What a win for the Wolfpack. Big one for Konnan. Was he fired up tonight?
Barry Darsow, the man who has lived on submission holds on the arm, gets one put on him, and that's Tequila Sunrise at the hands of K-Dog. Wolfpack in the house.
Showing his horns. K-Dog.
Tonight, the other side of NWO Hollywood, in the persona of Curt Hennig, goes against world champion Goldberg. It's all live from Las Vegas.
We are back in the city that never sleeps, Las Vegas, Nevada. They are literally hanging from the rafters here tonight. A hot day in Las Vegas, and even a hotter night here at WCW Monday Nitro at the MGM Grand. America, please join me as I welcome to Nitro, Diamond Dallas Page.
Always an eruption when DDP comes to the ring, and I know he's going to come here and have a lot to talk about, including that challenge made by the Disciple earlier in this program.
Oh! How does he do that?
Watch out, Mike. Mike Tenay fell off his chair.
What an incredible reaction it is for the People's Champion here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh, wait a minute. Diamond Dallas Page has never backed down from a challenge from anybody.
Came out the entranceway and then snaked his way through the fans at ringside. In the ring with Mean Gene.
All right, apparently something happened over there, Tony. I don't know if Heenan soiled himself. Diamond Dallas Page, the big one in San Diego for you and Karl Malone. What a gentleman. But what I want to talk about, can you believe a challenge issued by the NWO Black and White and a man who's really crying the blues these days, the Disciple? He was instrumental in that match last night.
Let me get this straight, Gino. Hollywood scum Hogan's shadow, his boy, the Disciple, is crying because I hit him in the coconut and laid him for 47 stitches in the head.
Accident?
I got stitches all over my face. I've been thrown through video walls, thrown through tables, hit with crutches, garbage cans, and even the kitchen sink. Oh yeah, and I've been hit with chairs, and I'm not crying. Disciple, you want some? Come get some. You will feel the...
All right, I think if I am reading DDP right, he is challenging the Disciple right now to come on out here. We're going to have the match right here.
Yeah, you're right, Gene. He said right here, right now.
He's ready. I'm going to get out of here.
Don't hang out, Gene. Here we go.
That's that NWO Black and White music, and here comes the Disciple.
The Disciple stalking man.
Everyone close to Hogan is mad. Hogan's not close to anyone. That's the difference.
Well, either mad at him or mad with him. And DDP with a vengeance. You know and I know, fans, if you watched Bash at the Beach last night, where that's coming from. We showed you the stills of what went down last night, and it was the Disciple last night who was the turning point in that match, Brain.
That's right. Now the Disciple's got to face him face to face. I don't see Hogan out there with him. I don't see anybody from the Black and White NWO out there with him. They just thrown him out there, they've thrown him to the wolves. And you know Diamond Dallas, he's not going to back down 1 second.
No question that the Disciple played an integral role last night at Bash at the Beach. The apocalypse on Diamond Dallas Page, allowing Hogan and Rodzilla to score the win in that big tag team main event. It's payback time for DDP, but he's on the receiving end of an offensive assault from the Disciple.
Well, they're getting behind him here in Las Vegas. People like a winner in this town, and they like the Diamond Man, Diamond Dallas. I'll tell you something, Eric Bischoff is really in a predicament. He's really put in the middle with Scott Hall and Hollywood Hogan. And he says he's never refereed before. They have put that man in the middle.
think as shocking as anything else that happened back in the opening segment of this program, when Hogan, who was really handing out challenges and verbal tirades to everyone, even turned on Eric Bischoff, something we never thought we would see. What? Oh, my goodness.
And I'll tell you why, because I said that title is his heart. That's what that man thrives on. And when he don't have it, he'll turn on anybody. You saw what he did to Eric Bischoff when he talked to him, which he probably deserved. You saw what he did to Buff Bagwell. Probably talks that way to his parents. Look, he's just no good.
Rick Rude has slowly walked out to ringside. Now, Rude was told by Hennig to stay away from ringside when Hennig and Goldberg collide later on here tonight, live on Nitro for the world title. But what is he doing out here? No, now! That's what he's doing out here. He's out here with NWO Hollywood black and white business.
Sure, he was sent out here as a representative of Hollywood Hogan and Company. I don't think there's any question about that now. Hello, meeting of the minds. Roll up.
Two.
He got him. He got him.
Page throws the disciple into Rude. The collision. The roll up. DDP show winner. Didn't even need a diamond cutter. And you talking about NWO Hollywood problems. You can multiply that by 5 now, by 10. After what happened here.
And he did it without having to use the diamond cutter.
Diamond Dallas Page answers the challenge from the disciple. Boy, did he ever. And maybe got a little bit of payback from,
Hogan's out.
From last night.
Hogan again with the steel chair while Vincent holds the legs of DDP.
Oh, this is Hogan again. Hogan again.
He's gone off the deep edge.
Single-handedly has been the biggest impact on this 1 3-hour program. One man on a tirade.
Because he doesn't have his title. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's more than that. It's more than just the belt. It's the ego that drives this man. This man is no good, and this man is beyond explanation.
He is not a good man.
DDP is out. We'll get help for him, and we'll be back live on TNT. Look at this. In the shadows of the most historic Nitro ever 1 week ago when Goldberg became the world champ, tonight on this program, Goldberg will defend the title against Curt Hennig. But Brain also tonight, Hollywood Hogan and Scott Hall with Eric Bischoff, the special referee, both members of NWO Hollywood. We have never before, and you've been following his career, Hollywood Hogan, we have never before seen Hogan in this frame of mind. Like you said, he's dangerous. Just recently, Diamond Dallas Page picked up and given some medical attention here.
Well, like he says, it's supposed to be for life. It's supposed to be a group. He's running amok all by himself. He doesn't care about the NWO or anybody else. All he cares about is Hulk Hogan. His ego is driving him. He has to have that title back. And now that Goldberg is a big hit, everyone's behind Goldberg, chanting Goldberg, Goldberg all over the world. Goldberg in the main event tonight against Curt Hennig. You think Hogan can stand that? No, he wants that chance. He wants to be champion again. He wants the star and the lights to shine on him.
Well, Hulk Hogan has sunk to new depths this evening at Nitro. Bodies left laying all over the MGM Grand Garden Arena. First Buff Bagwell, then Diamond Dallas Page feeling the brunt of the chair attack. No question, Hogan, NWO black and white, he wants them to be, once again, the most powerful force in professional wrestling.
All right, as we go back to the ring, I want to remind both of you announcers that we were sent a directive from the Hollywood camp not to call him Hulk Hogan anymore, to call him Hollywood Hogan. And that brings up a good point. A mere shell of the person he once was, he no longer even deserved that title. He is Hollywood all the way. Wow. Later on tonight, we don't know what to expect, but we're darn glad that you're here with us.
No love lost between Raven Canyon and Saturn.
Now this is now billed, fans. This has been billed and scheduled here as a triangle match. 3 men going at it.
And this is the only way to settle the score between these 3. Turn them loose, all 3 in the ring at the same time. Let's find out who the best man is.
I'm for that. That makes sense.
Three men going at it. Anything goes. And it's something that's very apparent, it's very obvious that the target for Saturn, the target for Kanyon Raven, much like it was last night, Mike.
Oh my, spinning neck breaker by Kanyon. You know, as I watch these two men in action, Kanyon and Saturn, while Raven, of course, is part of this triangle, this three-way matchup, it seems to me like Kanyon and Saturn have completely lost their focus. They originally had such hatred for Raven. I think they've lost sight of the true enemy.
Well, they're fighting each other to see who's going to get the Raven. They both hate Raven that much, they're fighting each other. That's what's happening right here. Now watch, he'll go back and go get Raven. He'll see Raven, see? That's the whole focus right here.
Look at the smile on the face of Raven. Almost daring Saturn to attack him, enjoying what he's seen on the other end. Raven.
And could Raven be in for a good time? Being beat up by two guys at the same time.
Yeah, but
he's gonna love it.
Yeah, but he's enjoying seeing all of this transpire.
Sure, he's taking his time.
Well, the innovator of offense strikes again.
And Raven strikes at the right time. The right time for him. Kanyon reverse picked up. Oh, look at this.
Where's he going to go out of the fireman's carry? Flapjack it.
See, now he's ignoring Saturn. He's taking it out on Raven.
And Saturn sees that open door and runs right through it.
Oh, he's a tough guy.
Well, they all are, Brain, but you're right about Saturn. Saturn truly one of the toughest men, most bizarre looking man, but certainly one of the most.
He's hunting again.
Oh, he's found
look, Tony, another chair.
Another table.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, you'll get it right one day.
But you got faucets on your stove.
Puts the table in position here. This table meant to maim. This table meant to do harm. This table meant to put men out. And right now meant for Kanyon.
Going up on top.
Raven, still look at Raven. Bottom of your screen, you can even see from here a smile on his face.
Oh, he loves it.
Oh, my. Raven's hurt, though.
Yeah, but look at his face.
Oh, I wish it was me, he's saying.
And he's telling Lodi, send me someone in, and I guess that someone was Saturn. Both men, as you can see, you could really even feel taking the brunt of that table splash from the top.
Don't forget, Saturn just went through a table.
Raven knows it, but Saturn's not done yet.
Look at him fight off. Caught him with the front suplex, just when Raven was going to try and suplex him into the ring. But then from ringside, I think that was Kanyon, wasn't it?
Kanyon pulls Saturn down, and Canyon's going to go up top. That move, twofold. I think one, obviously, to injure Saturn some more, but also I think Canyon's the one that wants Raven. No, Saturn wants, they both want Raven. Saturn gets it. 1, 2. And how about that? Kanyon made a save.
He wants Raven.
That's right. They're both fighting over the ability to beat up a man.
Man, they hate very, very much.
You are right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Mike.
Who's got who?
Well, I think we've seen it all, Tony.
A triple belly to back. Raven on Kanyon, who was on Saturn. Cover, Canyon's down. Raven couldn't hold him down.
So now he's going to try and pin Saturn.
Couldn't do it.
Again, only two.
Keep rolling, maybe you'll find one.
I really think maybe the lateral press made on the wrong man. I think Saturn, being the topmost man on that trifecta, if you will, took the brunt of that.
Look at Raven favoring that right arm. There's something wrong.
Oh. The flatliner from Kanyon. That's his move. Here's his cover, and Saturn will drop kick him away from a possible pin.
How lucky can Raven be? If you think about it, he has been beat on several occasions, only to have the save made.
Mike, that doesn't look like a lucky guy.
Death Valley driver.
We're close.
2.
No.
Pulled out by Kanyon. Again, Raven escapes elimination in this triangle matchup. as this bitter battle goes on the floor. Kanyon and Saturn now turning their attention to each other when for the last 3 minutes or so they were turning their attention to keeping the other man off of Raven, wanting to be the only man to take apart the man who once was their leader.
And Raven, a smart man, just stays in the ring.
The bell has sounded. And David Penzer, our ring announcer, gives us the official word. What has happened in effect here is that Saturn and Kanyon were both counted out. And I don't think they give it. Hold on, they're right here where we are. Uh-oh. Saturn and Kanyon do not care at all about what happened. They have now turned their attention to each other. Stay right with us. We'll be back live on Nitro. 1 more hour to go. And what a big one it's going to be. In this hour, Goldberg, the world champ, is here tonight, defending the world title against Hennig. Curt Hennig of NWO Hollywood. A man who has laid waste to everyone in his path tonight. A very violent, vicious Hollywood Hogan will face his own Brock of NWO Hollywood. Scott Hall. That's all tonight. Eric Bischoff, the special referee. Earlier, we thought, ladies and gentlemen, that Rey Mysterio Jr. was the Cruiserweight champ. That all changed. Rey Mysterio will have to wrestle tonight against Dean Malenko to determine the #1 contender because of what went down earlier. Take a look.
Ray, I hate to say it, but as tough as this may seem, that belt has got to go back to Chris Jericho. Why don't you just hand it to J.J. Dillon? Maybe that'll ease the blow just a little bit. Yeah. He wants the belt. Yes, he wants the belt back. And apparently on a technicality. Whoa, 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 whoa.
We got a third party, Gene.
What's going on here? No, Dean Malenko on the scene. When we saw what happened last night.
Please, Dean, don't make this any worse than it already is.
You're not going to get away with this, Jericho, I promise.
But I did, Stinko Malenko, I did. And I'll tell you what, since you think you're so bad, and since Ron Mysterio thinks he's so bad, I'm a fair man. JoJo knows I'm fair. If you guys both want a shot at the old Beltsky, why don't you face you tonight, and whoever wins will be the #1 contender, which means they get a shot at this belt. Now, later on tonight, so when you guys are chewing over this fact, I'll be back in the dressing room polishing.
What do you think, Ray?
My belt.
Just to get it back, I'll do it.
What about it, Dean?
I'll do it.
All right, I think that is made. It's okay with you, JJ?
I guess we have a match, but this stinks.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Boy, does it ever, and I agree with both of them. It does, but it's going to happen. Rey Mysterio Jr. and Dean Malenko, the winner to be the #1 contender to get a shot at Chris Jericho. Mr. Loophole, Bobby the Brain Heenan, has pulled every trick out of the bag and once again gets the belt handed back to him on a silver platter.
Well, you know, you have to say what's right is right. You know, if that's the law, if that's the rules, who am I to say a man should break a rule or something like that? I mean, if he found a loophole and found a way out or found a habeas corpus clause there without bringing in the right DNA, then you normally have to, you can't convict if the belt don't fit. That's simple.
Listen to yourself. You're a babbling fool.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, Tony, I think I may agree with what he just said.
Well, I'm here with 2 babbling fools then.
Well, then join us. It'd be 3 babbling fools.
Yeah,
this match should not happen, okay?
Yeah, the overall situation may stink. There's no question about that. And Chris Jericho will use any loophole in the book,
of course,
to either gain the title back, to avoid a confrontation with Malenko. We've seen it all for the past month or two. But bottom line, there's a rule book. It's in the rule book.
Or they wouldn't have it.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, from you, a man who's broken rules his entire life.
You ever gone 60 miles an hour in a 55?
No.
I believe you.
We're starting this matchup, and let's get over this now. The match is official.
I'll tell you who wants this match worse is Malenko.
He does?
Sure, Mysterio wants the title, but Malenko wants to get his hands on Jericho. That's the difference.
Snapmare takeover as Malenko got involved. And the reason, once again, fans, just to let you know if you missed that earlier interview, here comes Rey Mysterio, and there goes Dean Malenko. They know each other quite well. Virtual stalemate right there.
Oh, mirror images that time.
That's exactly what it was. The reason the belt was handed back to Chris Jericho was the fact that Malenko, who was suspended, came out and was a definite impact on the end of that match. And because he was suspended, the rule books say he cannot influence the match at all. If he does, then it's as if the match never took place. And that's why he got the belt back. It's sickening, but it's true. Well, that may be the case. Last night, he came out. He helped turn things around and helped, I guess, get the attention of Jericho and thus help Mysterio win. But oddly enough, our camera spotted, as Jericho was running away, one Arn Anderson holding Jericho, almost grabbing Jericho, slowing him down for Malenko to catch up to him. Wasn't that a surprise?
Sort of cut him off at the pass. So we've seen Jericho sprint out of arenas all across the country to avoid confrontations with Malenko. But last night it was Double A who was backstage, and I don't know if it was a coincidence or not.
I was going to ask you, did they just bump into each other? Or was he stalking him?
Once again, the stalemate continues. And yes, I would agree with you, Brain, that Malenko is maybe more hungry to get Jericho in the ring, but the way Malenko's been doing, one, two, we got a 3 count. The way Malenko's been operating, he doesn't have to have a match to get to Jericho. He finds Jericho anywhere.
But think of the fun. He gets to beat Jericho, he gets to become champion again, and he gets to work him over pretty good.
And remember, Malenko was originally scheduled for the matchup last night.
Oh! I can't believe it.
Incredible somersault flip by Mysterio, crashing into Malenko. Well, Malenko was the man who was originally scheduled to face Jericho for the title last night. Mysterio motions to the crowd that he's
gonna try the Hurricanrana, but he couldn't do it. Took the world backbreaker and a great counter move. Once again, that goes back, Mike, that exchange right there, how familiar each man is with the other.
And here comes the cloverleaf, and he countered into the small package.
Other way, Malenko's got the cover, no. Each man went for their primary weapon, and each man thwarted by the other. Reaches, pulls through.
Oh, great bridge.
Over the top. Malenko escapes.
You're watching two tremendous athletes right now.
Two of the best in the world going at it, with the winner to get Chris Jericho. Did Jericho say when that match would be? I can answer that.
Whoa! And that bad leg. That bad leg he's just had operated on.
Just back from the knee surgery. First televised matchup last night at Bash at the Beach, and Mysterio, well, I don't know, looks like he's all right.
He sure is. Slides underneath the legs, but Malenko one step ahead. Rolled down his back. Malenko counters. Two. Couldn't hold him down.
I was going to say what a resilient athlete Rey Mysterio Jr. is, but a sensational comeback by Malenko as well.
Every great thing, every attribute you say about Mysterio can be applied to Dean Malenko.
They're great wrestlers.
Oh, they are. Into the corner, no sir. Up, down, hit the apron. Mysterio drives the shoulder in. That buys him some time to walk, or does it? And it does not enough. Malenko just turning his back to the offense here. Wanting Mysterio to get up top so he can hold on. Oh, he lured him up there, is what he did.
Tried for the Frankensteiner, did Mysterio. Countered into a gutbuster by Malenko.
And Mickey J checking on Rey Mysterio Jr. to see if he's up
Jericho's
there.
out.
Wait a minute,
Jericho's out. He's wielding the belt like a ball bat.
Oh, in the kidneys. That belt weighs about 15 pounds.
As Mickey J was checking on that lethal gutbuster, Rey covers and wins.
So Mysterio gets the shot at Jericho in the Cruiserweight title.
Of course he has.
You know what? Jericho's picking his own opponent. That's what he's doing.
Of course he is.
You hit the nail on the head there.
And you two guys had the audacity to stand up for this jerk.
We were standing up for the rules.
Oh, this guy Jericho will do anything to avoid a confrontation with Dean Malenko.
Anything.
And he's got Rey Mysterio Jr. Malenko did not know what hit him, but he'll see the replay, fans. We'll be back with more action. Wolfpack coming back after this. This coming weekend, a big weekend for WCW out here on the left coast. On Friday, July 17th, back in Sacramento, California, the Arco Arena. Tickets to the box office and Ticketmaster. And then this Saturday, the very next day, July 18th, the Spokane Arena. Spokane, Washington. Tickets to the box office and all G&B selected seat outlets. Also want to remind you as the Dancing Fools make their way out that we have a big on-sale date this coming Friday, July 17th. On Saturday, August 22nd, WCW returns to the Brown County Expo Center and the Brown County Arena in Green Bay. Tickets available at the box office and all TicketStar locations. On August 25th, we're going to be back at the Holman Center in Terre Haute for a big night of WCW TV taping. Tickets available at the box office and Ticketmaster when they go on sale this Friday. And also, Thunder comes to Peoria. All of our great fans in Peoria. Wednesday, August 26th at the Civic Center. Tickets go on sale this Friday at the box office and Ticketmaster. And the Nitro Girls will be at the Civic Center box office when tickets go on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. until noon. Can't wait to go back to Peoria. All right, Alex Wright.
Alex Wright.
The other half of this duo that we've called, well, anything from the Dancing Fools to Dancing Dodos, or whatever you want to call them.
They all fit.
They all fit. And we saw, Brain, a little bit of the pictures from last night to where Alex Wright got racked by Lex Luger, to where Kevin Nash came in with this big jackknife powerbomb of his, taking out the Disco Inferno. And I understand by all accounts, Alex and Disco kind of wanted this match, a little bit of payback. Who in the world in the right mind would want the Wolfpack again?
I was just going to say the same thing.
Achtung! Alles aufgepasst! Ich hab die Nase voll von Lex Luger und Kevin Nash. Wenn ihr euch traut, dann kommt ihr raus und kämpft gegen Disco Inferno und Alex Wright.
Well, I guess Wolfpack rules means there are no rules, because last night at Bash at the Beach, I had Konnan beat in the middle of the ring until Lex Luger, for no reason, attacked Alex Wright, and that big goof Kevin Nash suckered me and powerbombed me and caused us our celebration time. Now they may be the red and black stab you in the back attack, but the lemon and lime step on a dime, bust a rhyme. It's your duty to shake your booty, dance party. Don't play that way. So Nash, Luger, you two guys get your tushes in this ring right now and let us get you back.
They must be nuts.
Well,
not too smart.
Not that they must be. By golly, they are.
And what a great team this. Look at Luger and Nash.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, representing the NWO Wolfpack, and accompanied to the ring by the Stinger and Konnan. First from Chicago, Illinois, he's the total package, Lex Luger.
Lex Luger, Kevin Nash, red and the black, Stinger out with him, K-Dog back out, NWO Wolfpack in the house, and I mean when that NWO theme cranks out, the fans stand in unison, Mike, today.
Just another example of what we spoke about earlier. This is a united Wolfpack group. 180 degrees difference from the NWO black and white of Hollywood Hogan.
Well, you're right about that. I believe they think they can trust each other in the red and black. There's no trusting anybody with Hogan's crew. Bischoff can't even trust him. They can't trust Bischoff. Hall thought he could trust Hogan. Hogan thought he could trust Hall. I mean, look at it.
And now look what's going on that other side, the white and black right now. Scott Hall, Hollywood Hogan, tonight, Bischoff, referee.
And think about this.
Las Vegas, Nevada! Wolfpack in the house!
Wolfpack in the house, and Wolfpack ready to go. Two of the biggest, toughest, most successful, most intimidating figures in pro wrestling. Luger and Kevin Nash against Disco Inferno and Alex Wright. Look at the face of Alex. Neither man want to get in there.
Disco immediately turns this over to Alex Wright, puts in the tag. I'm thinking back to last night when Alex Wright was torture racked by Lex Luger.
And Luger just looked at him and he backed up.
Full arm dragon twist now as Alex Wright tries to put all this aside and get going here. Want to remind you once again, the momentum, the excitement is building to Goldberg tonight against Curt Hennig for the world title right here on this program in a city Mike you used to live in.
Return match from the big match last night at Bash at the Beach. So in other words,
look at that power by Lex Luger. Sending Alex Wright in, up and down. Disco tries his hand. Not a good one at all. Luger runs over him.
Well, guys, let's get on the floor now and decide, did we do it right? Did we make the right decision asking for these two birds? I don't think so.
There are plenty of places in this grand city to dance. They might as well walk somewhere and go dance and leave this one alone.
And it looks like Alex Wright has had enough. He's trying.
Conan hasn't.
Conan's got Disco.
Oh, Conan. Alex almost. Oh! Stinger from the Kevin.
Boy, is that red and black united, huh, Mike?
No question about it. NWO Wolfpack, what a force. All cylinders firing. Everybody's on the same page.
And they watch each other's backs.
Foot to the face. The fans are behind this duo 100%. Torture rack on one end on Alex Wright.
Deja vu from last night.
There's the jackknife on Disco by Big Kevin Nash.
One's in the rack and one's on his back.
Pick your man there, it's over.
Doesn't matter. There's your winner.
Conan and Sting love every minute of it.
Sting's never had this good a time in this sport.
That's
as
right.
He's having right now.
You know, guys, the best thing to happen to Alex Wright was the cover of the Disco Inferno. Luger was not going to let go until the 1, 2, 3. I guess the Dancing Fools will rethink their strategy next time. Should have come. Hollywood Hogan, Scott Hall, Bischoff special referee, Goldberg Hennig for the world title. An update on the injury to Diamond Dallas Page. We're checking on it right now. Before we go back to the ring for our next match, fans, I want to take you back to Steve Mongo McMichael. What he had to say a few weeks ago to Arn Anderson to try to get the Horsemen to come back together.
I'm out here to talk about Four Horsemen business, especially to Arn Anderson. Now, you've known him longer than I have, Tony, but I've looked in that man's eye. I've seen the fire that burns there. I've looked in his soul. And for everybody that needs a refresher course to know who this man really is, I've come up with a little package. Roll that tape, please.
Whether you respect me or you don't respect me, the one thing I've always given everybody is I've always called a spade a spade. I've either loved with a passion or I've hated with a passion and with a vengeance. And everybody has had a family member at one time or the other that was messing up. And you had to grab them and you had to shake them because words no longer mattered. Well, Ric Flair, I've been back here. My stomach has been in knots. My heart's been pounding out of my chest, and I wouldn't be telling the truth if I didn't tell you I'm a nervous wreck because I got to trade fists with somebody that I love more than God itself. You understand? You've been a brother to me when I didn't have one. Now I got to go trade fists with you. But it's something that's got to happen because when I get up in the morning and look in that mirror, I got to answer to me. And if you don't stand up in this world, all a man can do is stand up and live by his word, right or wrong. Tonight, I give Asheville, I give the world, and I give you, Ric Flair, my word on this. I'm going to give you all I got.
I want you to think about this, Arn Anderson. I thought that fire that burned in me was gone when I was through playing football. But, brother, it can burn again. Here I am walking down this aisle in wrestling, and I feel the adrenaline. Just think about it, baby. That's all I want you to do.
Just think about it. It's what he left Arn Anderson with. We have not heard any response from Arn Anderson, although, as we said earlier, we did see a glimpse of Arn Anderson through the curtains last night if he joined us for Bash at the Beach. By the way, I want to let you know once again, as Eddie Guerrero makes his way out, and yeah, he does still have his hair. If you want to see how that happened, you want to see what we've been talking about and see the most anticipated tag team battle crossing many sports ever, then you can see the encore presentation as it comes your way tomorrow night. Also on Wednesday and Thursday as well on Viewers' Choice, the Dish Network, Action Pay-Per-View, and Direct Ticket with DirecTV.
You know, speaking about Bash at the Beach, bizarre events, is there anything crazier than Chavo Guerrero Jr. shaving his own head last night?
Next, he'd be pulling his own teeth.
Eddie won the match, and before Eddie could even get the clippers on the man's head, Chavo yanked the clippers from him, and, well, you got to see the encore presentation to believe this one. What a night. And hey, is there any denying, and even if you're a part of our company or you're not, is there any denying the week that World Championship Wrestling had, beginning with 39,919 Monday in the Georgia Dome, the great crowd we had in Birmingham for Thunder, the almost sellout crowd at the Great Western Forum, sellout last night at the Cox Arena in San Diego, and a capacity crowd here tonight in Las Vegas.
Has to be the most successful week in the history of World Championship Wrestling.
And just wait till we hit Oakland Thursday for Thunder.
That's right.
Now, wait a minute. Now, Thunder Thursday in Oakland, we're going to get there awful early because we're going to go to the baseball game, aren't we?
That's right.
Would you have something to do with the
I'm
Oakland
going to throw
A's
out
game?
the first pitch.
Oh, run for cover on that
Oakland
one.
and Kansas City. I may go down to the bullpen and sit a bit.
I'm sure you will. Eddie Guerrero goes to the eyes of Steve Mongo McMichael, giving you a baseball. It's dangerous stuff. And Eddie Guerrero runs right through Mongo here and steps on his face. All right, fans, we talked about right before the break that we would try to get an update on the condition of Diamond Dallas Page. And right now, we have been told we have no update to give you. The last time we saw him, look at Mongo, a great move. Last time we saw DDP at the end of a chair by Hollywood Hogan, wielding the chair, took him out, is what he did.
To Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got Pepe with him.
Got Pepe the horse, and he has no hair. Meanwhile, Mongo runs right through Eddie.
The horse has no hair.
No, Guerrero. Neither have any hair.
This is part of the rumblings that I heard. You see that he's down there talking about the Four Horsemen. The word in the locker room was that Steve Mongo McMichael has been out trying to recruit people for the Four Horsemen.
That's what I heard too.
We already know about Bret Hart as far as his recruiting role. Lex Luger for the NWO Wolfpack. Mongo's a pretty persuasive individual.
Chavo's telling Mongo, hey, I want to be a horseman. I believe that's what it is. He's riding a horse, and Eddie got the back of the knee that time. Eddie maybe could have won the match. Eddie's going to drop kick Chavo into Mongo. Mongo's had enough of that.
Mongo thinks Chavo hit him in the back.
Of course he does. Bell has already sounded, which means this one's been thrown out, but Mongo's still going to get himself
a spike. Mongo Spike, the tombstone pile driver for Chavo Jr. He just got buried with the cowboy hat.
He really did. Well, Mongo, I guess, will be declared the winner of this matchup.
Okay, everybody. Happy Christmas.
Hogan will go up against Scott Hall when we come back. And a look at how it all went down earlier. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's very apparent from what went down in the very first segment of this program that Hollywood Hogan was giving a little gut check time to members of the Black and White. Here's what went down leading to this next matchup.
First off, brothers, Hollywood is all eyes and all ears. And if it wasn't for you, Scott Hall, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in right now. If you didn't drop the ball, if you didn't let Goldberg mow you down, I would still have my belt. And oh yeah, brother, I've heard the crap, and I've heard your rap in the back. I've heard the rumors. I've heard the fact that you said Hollywood might not be the man, that maybe Scott Hall should start running the show. Well, tonight, it's gut check time for Black and White NWO. And I want to find out what you're made of and how loyal you are to the cause, brah. I'm calling you out tonight in the center of the ring. That's the first order of family business. You're mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas, Nevada, we are down to the final two matches of the evening at WCW Monday Nitro. Next into the ring, an unprecedented match between two members of NWO Hollywood. But first, let's meet our special referee for this co-featured match.
The tirade by Hollywood Hogan did not stop at Scott Hall. We're going to find out, as he said, what you're made of.
Coming to the ring at this time, the man who is more than qualified than any other to be in charge of the action in the ring at this time. He is the president of the WCW and NWO, your special referee for this match, Mr. Eric Bischoff.
He's sitting right down the middle. Well, and I was talking about the wrath of Hollywood Hogan, telling Scott Hall, hey, we're going to find out what you're made of and where your allegiance lies. It went from that to Bischoff, then to the attack on Buff Bagwell, then to Diamond Dallas Page. Hollywood Hogan has laid a path of destruction all the way through this program.
Bischoff is in the middle.
Yeah, and he said he's going to call it right down the middle.
And he's wearing a Hogan shirt.
Doesn't look comfortable, does he?
No, he doesn't.
For life.
Like a guy on death row.
Well, I tell you, that was subtle, Brain, but you're right, he has a Hogan shirt on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the ring in the company of his loyal disciple. He stands at 6 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 274 and 3/4 pounds. He is without a doubt the most famous and recognizable face in the history of professional wrestling. From Hollywood, USA, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the leader of NWO Hollywood, the one, the only, Hollywood Hogan.
Well, he's got his game face on. Acting real cool. But he is mad.
First gut check points at Bischoff. Hogan, not only is he mad, I tell you, he is dead serious. He is challenging everyone in
I've
NWO.
never seen him like this.
Yeah.
Almost the 20 years I've known him, I've never seen him like this.
He challenged Bischoff and his allegiance. He challenged Scott Hall, and this match to find out what you're made of.
And coming to the ring at this time, standing 6 feet 6 3/4 tall, he weighs 282 pounds. He comes to us from Juliota, Florida. He is one of the founding fathers of the original New World Order. And this popular competitor is known throughout the world for his disdain for authority and order within professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Scott Hall!
A cloud of uncertainty over this matchup, as in the wake of Goldberg's astonishing, historic, electric win on Monday, Scott Hall and Hollywood Hogan of the same group, with Bischoff of the same group, hook it up here in one of our feature bouts. Still to come tonight, Goldberg, the champ, will go up against Curt Hennig of this same group, black and white, NWO Hollywood.
Well, Michael Buffer said it best: disdain, disregard for authority. It's what the NWO was founded on. I think the biggest question in this matchup is if the third man, Eric Bischoff, can remain impartial, can remain neutral. Hogan and Scott Hall.
Gave Scott Hall the once-over. Scott Hall.
Don't forget the toothpick.
Look at that face. That says a lot. Oh! He's got a toothpick for both.
Bischoff telling him to back off.
There's a look of concern in the eyes of Bischoff.
Is there ever?
I think Bischoff realizes that this match is so important in the turning point of how strong the black and white have been.
You think it's so funny, don't you? You think it's so funny?
Hogan tears off the do-rag, steps in the mouth. Scott Hall, who gets a chunk of his hand. Biting on the finger of Hollywood Hogan.
You know, you put your hand in somebody's mouth, there's a good chance you'll get bit.
I think there's a very good chance.
Speaking of biting, remember last night?
Shut up. Back to the attack again, neutral position.
Hogan's dangerous. He's very dangerous right now because he's not in control of himself. And when he's in control of himself with the power he has in this sport, and in the industry, and the money this man has, and the people that look up to him. And there are a lot of people, big high players, that think this guy's great. He is dangerous right now.
Have you ever seen this violent of a Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
Push a man out of a wheelchair.
I got another
member of his own organization.
Chair shots to Diamond Dallas Page.
I got another take on all this. You know, for most people, doing what he did tonight would be out of control. But maybe more than any other time, Hogan is in control of his own self. He just wants to make sure that everybody's with him.
Little Scott Hall paintbrush for Hollywood.
Then the full-arm dragon twist. Oh! Hogan comes out of it with a great one.
See, personally, like I've said, I don't like this subhuman. But you have to call it as you see it. He's a big, big, tough man. He's rode the crest of this sport on top for as long as he's wanted to.
Into the throat, and Hogan. Well, Bischoff needs to get a better position here, and
well, he's not an experienced referee, but I think anyone could see that you got to get around to the other side when Hogan is tattooing Scott Hall with closed fists.
But if you've never been a referee, maybe the best thing to do is just stay out of the way.
You taking it for Bischoff now?
I'm not taking it for Bischoff now.
He was out of position, and he should have known better. Into the corner.
If he was a referee, yes. He's not a referee.
Did you hear what Mike said?
I heard what Mike said. I heard what you said. Did you hear what I said?
Unfortunately, everyone did.
Well, that's why I'm on air.
Okay, in the corner. Now hold on here. Now, hold on. They are in the rope, and Bischoff has positioned himself completely on the other side.
Okay, let's wait and see. If Hall takes over and gets Hogan in a compromising position, let's see if Bischoff will break that. If not, then he's just staying out of the way.
Well, you may have a good point.
Now he's throwing punches. Bischoff's not doing nothing.
Yeah, look, he just said open those hands to Scott Hall.
And he saw the disciple. He saw the disciple hit Scott Hall. Now you're telling me
he didn't do a thing about it.
You got to agree with what's going on here. You got to agree that Bischoff is very one-sided. Here's a roll-up. Bischoff over to make 1, 2.
Wait a minute, 2. He had the bottom rope hooked at 1.
The man is not an experienced official.
Why do you keep sticking up for him?
I'm not. I'm just saying what. Of course he counted 2.
The man is. See, I tell you, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's scared to death of Hogan, intimidated by Hogan, or if this is some sort of master plan in this gut check time.
See, now he's reprimanding the disciple.
Oh, he's pointing his finger at him. Big deal.
I just think he wants to stay out of the way.
Admonishing Scott Hall to get off his hair, to leave the man alone. Into the corner. Scott Hall runs into Hollywood.
Oh, no.
Bischoff's not going to get close.
Now Bischoff is back on this one in there in the ropes. I must have, well, no. Now he's screaming Hall's name.
He gave him a pretty fair count, except the man was in the ropes.
Following slam, and it was a good one.
Let's see how he counts here. I think you got it, Tony. I think you got it.
Yeah, come on.
I think you got it, Tony.
Drop down and do your job.
You got it, Tony.
He's just circling the ring.
Scott Hall's had enough. And Hogan applies a sleeper. Wait, that's not a sleeper, is it? Look.
Right around the throat.
It's a forearm.
That's a chokehold.
That is a chokehold. The crook of the elbow should be around the jaw of the chin. That's a chokehold, not a sleeper, and Bischoff knows it. And Scott Hall doing the same thing, and look how quick Bischoff is
in there
to have him break it.
He got right in there.
He broke it up because of the choke.
Low blow, and Bischoff saw it.
Yeah, with his hands on his hips.
Yeah, you're not kidding, that hurt.
You know, Tony, I think Bischoff's one-sided.
Oh, brilliant deduction.
Well, welcome to Nitro.
The show started about 2.5 hours ago.
It sure did. Oh, this is a travesty is what it is. And again, I'm not, to be honest with you, there could be many ways to take this. Bischoff, intimidated by Hogan, wants to stay on Hogan's good side, is doing this, figuring that maybe he's proven himself to Hogan. I don't know.
That's what the trouble is with the NWO Black and White. They do too much figuring. They think too much.
And oh, big foot. That's his move. That's one of his moves. That's the setup to the leg drop. Diamond Dallas Page has come out of nowhere.
I think we have an update on DDP's condition.
Looks fine to me.
Runs over Hogan. Hello and goodbye to the disciple. And why not send Bischoff crashing to the mat?
Bang!
Oh, Hogan from behind now on DDP.
Diamond Dallas has no help here because Scott Hall is down.
Something's happening. Somebody's coming.
Fans erupt.
The big man! Nash!
Big sexy! Kevin Nash has come in!
And you know the friendship between him and Hall over the years.
All 3 organizations involved. WCW, NWO Hollywood, and now the Wolfpack.
Oh, yeah! Big Sexy has arrived!
Oh, Hogan's going for a ride!
Oh, look at this!
He came to help him!
He came to help him!
I don't believe it.
And Scott Hall jacks the jaw of Big Sexy!
Who's on whose side here?
Meanwhile, Hogan strangling DDP with help from the disciple.
Hall and Nash going at it. And Bischoff is still out.
Bischoff is still out, but meanwhile, watch out from the big leg drop from Hollywood. Vincent is out as well.
Directing traffic.
I guess that's what he's doing. Scott Hall sends Kevin Nash crashing in. And in the grand gut check time that Hollywood Hogan laid out, I guess, can you say, did Scott Hall pass? Did he prove what he was made of to Hogan?
What did I just see? What did I just see?
Oh, this is
bizarre.
We're back, fans, and before we're going to take you to Goldberg and Hennig for the world title in one of our featured bouts. We're going to take you back, show you some of what you saw and then some of what you didn't see after the commercial break. All right, here it is again. This was a moment to where we all of us as announcers and all of us, all of the fans here thought that Hall and Nash and the Outsiders were back together again. He walks over and gives that little too sweet symbol to Scott Hall. But when Kevin Nash picks up Hollywood, obviously to put him in the clutches of the jackknife, Mike, today, what happens?
Just the most unbelievable thing that we've witnessed on Nitro in ages. Scott Hall with the attack on his former Outsiders tag team partner, and it looks like, in terms of gut check, Scott Hall, you just passed the test in the eyes of Hollywood Hogan.
And embraced by Hollywood Hogan, and I guess everything is back together again for the white and the black.
Is the word hunky-dory.
Let's go to Michael Buffer. It's time for the world title bout on Nitro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here once again for a great event at the MGM Grand Garden here in the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino of Las Vegas, Nevada. This is WCW Monday Nitro, and the main event of the evening for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Las Vegas, Nevada, are you ready? For the sold-out thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
You know, there's a certain rush that we get as announcers when we know that Goldberg's going to come out.
I do.
You can just feel it, can't you? The electricity, the intensity in the air, anticipation.
Don't talk over
He
Buffer.
stands 6 feet, 3 inches tall, and weighs 262 pounds. He comes to us from Robbinsdale, Minnesota. This second-generation wrestling superstar claims to be not just the greatest wrestler ever to come from Minnesota, but he claims to be the greatest ever in the world today. Tonight, he seeks revenge, and he plans to end his opponent's undefeated streak. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, Curt Hennig.
We all were fortunate enough as an announced team to be together for the entire Bash at the Beach last night. I think we all agreed. We talked about it during the course of that event, and we touched on it here tonight, that of all the men who faced the world champion Goldberg, Hennig had the best game plan.
He's also maybe, in terms of technical wrestling, the most sound wrestler that so far has faced Goldberg.
What number are we going for?
Well, right now we stand at 112-0. So Curt Hennig was victim number 112, and you know what? He could also be 113.
And think about this, beating Curt Hennig twice in a row, very, very hard to do.
The undeniable sound of Goldberg. Signs pop up.
And look how good he looks with that belt around his waist.
In honor of this remarkable wrestler. A remarkable story in itself. That hit pay dirt on July 6, 1998, a mere 1 week ago. They stand, they chant. As we follow Goldberg out, there it is. There's the red
pre-match opportunity for Goldberg to get that concentration level to a maximum, to totally focus on his opponent in the ring. He headbutts a locker room backstage. This goes back to his days as a football player. He is in the zone. He has the proper mindset to defend the World's Heavyweight Championship.
Another thing, think in 1 week how this man's life has changed. In 1 week, this man has become the heavyweight champion of the world. Thousands and thousands of people chanting his name. Everybody at home, I bet, standing. Also, the phenomenon of our sport.
Here he comes. The arrival. Goldberg's appearance is nothing less than the arrival in itself. Walking through a blaze of pyro, smoke, and sound from the fans. The world champion has arrived.
And the most prestigious title in our sport around his waist, it's a natural fit.
I would agree.
The man.
And now, coming to the ring, he is 6 feet 4 inches tall. He is 281 pounds. He is the man who has captured a following like no other in the history of professional wrestling in his first year of competition. He is the man whose power spear to an inverted lift, hold, and jackhammer slam has run his perfect record to 112 victories without a defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undefeated, undisputed WCW NWO Heavyweight Champion of the World, Goldberg.
They cheer when his music hits. They scream when they see him. They scream when you say his name, and he's here. Curt Hennig said, Rick Rude, stay back, I want to do it myself. No excuses. And right now, Hennig has not even gotten the ring.
Like I said, you get 2 straight wins over Curt Hennig. Very hard. Odds are against that.
What an accomplishment it would be for Goldberg. Hennig promised us that he was going to be flying solo in this world's title matchup. And so far, well, no Rick Rude at ringside.
And look at the shape Hennig's in.
Stare down now between the two.
And Hennig starts the jawing. Why in the world would anybody want to do that? To unleash this man.
No wake-up call required.
Goldberg sent him in. Holy smokes! Right off the bat, he spiked him.
Now that was a spear.
Boy, he stopped. Just stopped in his tracks.
He put him in it right in the top of the first inning. Hello and goodbye.
Hennig got in one slap.
Curt Hennig has never been beaten that fast in his career.
This may be a record time also.
1 minute.
And most of the time he's holding the man up high with a jackhammer.
Take a look at that man right there. There's no stopping him. He's going to be around for a long, long time.
We have seen the future of professional wrestling, and it's Goldberg.
He's the president of professional wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thunder on Thursday from Oakland. As Goldberg looks over his fallen opponent. Here it is again.
Just stopped Curt Hennig in his tracks. Goldberg knows right now he's got him. Picks him up with that jackknife. Right to the mat for a 1, 2, 3 in a record time. 2 straight on Curt Hennig. 113 for the heavyweight champion of the world. Still undefeated. Still champion of the NWO. Black and white, red and blue, black, green, anything he wants to be, that guy can do. Believe me.
Wow. WCW has risen from the ashes in the persona of Goldberg. For Iron Mike today, Larry Zbyszko, Mean Gene, and Bobby the Brain Heenan, Goldberg wins again!